So, what are emotions? Emotions are language of the soul. It is the way our soul communicates with us to bring us back to wholeness, back to love, back to who we were before we were born. And if you know how to work with them and understand them, the quality of your life triples. Not triples, quadruples. My ways of dealing with my emotions were not very efficient. I used to numb myself a lot with food. But over the years, it became much easier to understand my emotions, and I have helped many people to understand their emotions and not be afraid of them as well. So like I said, emotions are language of the soul. That's the way our soul communicates with us to brings us back to wholeness, back to self-love. Because before you were conceived, you felt worthy of love, abundance, of having your needs met. You felt lovable. You were whole. What a soul basically is a stream of consciousness. You can imagine it as a river. And as we go through life and socialize, we split parts of our consciousness and push them away because we learn that they are not acceptable. They are shamed by our caregivers and we push them away. You can imagine it as a stream of consciousness branching into the rivers and losing its full power as a full river. So what our soul is desperately trying to do is bring us back to wholeness, bring all these parts that we pushed away as unacceptable back to us, back to wholeness. And emotions play important role in this process because they tell us about our wounds and making us aware of those pushed away parts that we disowned and labeled as unacceptable. The reason why we have to tap into our emotions is because we cannot heal emotional wounds through the logical thinking. The emotional wounds happen from the time you were conceived to up until 8 years old. The reason why is because as children, we cannot logically interpret situation. We can only feel through it. So as we feel our way through our childhood, we cannot rationalize why things happen. We only feel them. Therefore, if you want to heal emotionally, you have to tap into emotions.